How's it going, guys? This is Dre the Dev, back with another video. Just wanted to do a video on how to learn CSS with confidence, or basically let you guys know how I learned CSS with confidence. Um, a lot of times when you're starting out coding, you don't know what you don't know, and I'd like to introduce you guys to a nice little Flexbox grid that upgraded my skills a lot, that I feel. So, let's get started here. First off, you want to learn, of course, you want to learn the CSS box model. This is the basics. This is pretty much, this and a grid is pretty much all you need to know CSS with confidence. If you can break down a PSD, which stands for Photoshop document, or just break down a basic website, like with the box model, like you can tell this would be probably be an element. Somebody's calling me. This would probably be an element. Then you have your sidebar right here, and then you have your main content right here. And if you can model that with the box model, perfect. Even better, if you can go ahead and add a grid, you'll be able to place these elements on the page super quick and super fast. And the first grid that I mainly worked out or tried to use was Bootstrap, and I made this. This is a website that I copied. It was named grandstreet.com, and what they did was they just sold products for, like, like gadgets, like Internet of Things type stuff. And I copied it. I never used Bootstrap before. I just used the grid, and I surprised myself. I built the website pretty quick. Use the icons from Font Awesome and stuff like that, just to see if I can take a design and build it on my own, which is how you should practice doing CSS, building real websites. And another thing that made that was like a aha moment to me was, let me see here. I did a lot of forms. I was trying to code up forms and stuff and get familiar with forms. And this is without a grid, and this is with the grid. Looks a whole lot better, cleaner to me. It just looks overall better. You can see I don't have, like, these are set up weird, the inputs, and come over here, it looks pretty sharp. So I have another one here. Here's the first sign up form I coded. Then I revamped it with a grid. Looks way better. Login form, and these things are responsive too. Like here, this one's not responsive, but I didn't code it that way. I just wanted to get the look down. But this one I actually tried to make responsive, and they stack for mobile, and it's pretty dope. And here, this one's not all that responsive, but this one should be. This one is. Okay, got another login form. This one I think I tried to do a little fluid, add something fluid to it, and here's this one. I think it looks a little better. This one has the grid, this one doesn't. Here's another like a questionnaire quiz form, just off the top of my head. And then this one, no grid. This one, grid. So if you use a grid and you know the box model, you will be pretty good at CSS. You would like have the know-how to move on to JavaScript if you want to move quickly, And here, so let me show you a quick grid that I like to use just on the fly, or when I was learning Flexbox stuff. It only uses 2 CSS rules, and I got this from another YouTuber. I can't remember his name, but I'll look him up, and I'll put it in the description just to give him credit. But that's who I learned it from, another YouTuber, and I put this grid into play, and it just works. It works out great. It's not, you don't want to use it for everything, but just to play stuff quickly, and it's nice to have a trick up your sleeve. So you want to just start out with a row class and set it to flex. Then you want to do column class. gonna set flex to 1. And there you have it. There's your grid. Now I'm gonna demonstrate this grid. I'm gonna set up a couple more classes so we can just get this thing going. And so my divs show up. I'm gonna set a height and a width. And the width can be 200 pixels. Sheesh. Come on, Dre. Alright. And I suck at typing fast. Let me get some colors here to display. I got red. Set up the background color so that we can actually see the div. Here we go. I'll just pick this one. We got red. We're gonna have gray. Is it? I can't remember if it's with the E or yeah, it's with the E. I'll just use the one with the E. Background color gray. And we got black, just plain black. Background color black. Alright, now how you would use this grid is you would just create a div, set the class to row, and this is going to be your row, and then you're going to add the columns inside your row, so however many columns you want. So just set up a div with set the class to column, closing tag, and then we're just going to make a 3-column row right now. So copy this. Whoops, what did I do? Here we go. We're going to do 3 columns, and then we're going to set it to block, add a class of block, and add a class of red. So there goes 1 column right there. Here comes gray, and then you have black. And yeah, pretty cool grid. And you can set up you know, the flex direction and all that. You can look that up. I won't do that right now because I want it to be a quick vid on, you know, just how I came about to command CSS pretty well and be able to just look at a layout and be like, okay, yeah, I can build that, you know, and build it exactly pixel perfect. The grid is going to be, and you know, once you know how to use one grid, you'll be able to use all of them. You know, just mastering the basics could take you a really long way, you know. And Flexbox, you know, it's a new CSS feature. I mean, it's old. It's been around for a few years, but you know, you want to get familiar with Flexbox at least, because it'll help you out a whole lot. You know, if I take one away, you know, there's your 2 columns. Take them all away. It expands to the full width. You know, and this doesn't have a reset, so let me just put a reset on here, and now to get rid of the spacing right here. So let me go ahead and some of you might be wondering what happened to how to do gutters or something. You just add a margin. That's all you have to do to get the gutters to come out. So let me see here. So I will go to the column, put a margin of, I don't know, 1.5 rem or something. And there's your columns, there's your gutters. And you can add, and then this can be just left and right, so we'll do 0 here. You know, the margin, just add a margin, you can set up all your gutters and however you like it, you know. So here, I'll just take one out and we'll see how that looks. Boom. Pretty cool. So yeah, Flexbox is the new wave. I like Flexbox a lot. It's here's another, so just playing around with it, all the rows, the columns and stuff right here. It's pretty nice here. They stack. You can stack them here with the flex flow feature. Flex direction, column, flex wrap. Just get familiar with those terms and you'll be fine. But yeah, simple two rule grid. Boosted up my CSS skills. Thank you guys for watching, and looking forward to making more videos. Peace out.